that the rave room smelled like ass by the end of the con? You know how many people came up to the booth and said, hey, thanks for the soap. I used it after the rave. So many people were like, you know, really good timing for a real bar of soap because that hotel soap was not it. And I was like, yeah, good. This is why I wanted to do the soap launch at a convention and not just like social post, mention on stream, oh, here's soap, you know? Because it's really like, do I want people showering at home and being clean at home? Yes. But I mostly care, especially about people at events, okay? When they're at my booth and my staff have to smell them and they're waiting in line with all the other geegoids sitting there waiting for the thing, you know? It'd be nice if instead of BO, they smelled like cucumber melon. Right? So I was like, can we do the soap reveal at this convention? It'd be so funny. But people genuinely used it, and so many meet and greet folks came up and they were like, I want you to know that half of your line right now smells like cucumber melon. Oh, it was so good. We need testimonials. I should get official testimonials. I should. I asked a lot of the people at the meet and greet. I'd be like, can you rate the soap? Honest opinion only. And there was, you know, all good reviews. A lot of people said it's quite delicious. Lots of bite marks in the soap, but it smelled nice. We need to partner with a hotel chain, your soap in miniature. Oh, that'd be so fun. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that in the future, actually. I was going to reach out to like the hotels that work with each con. And you know how sometimes for events, they'll take anyone who's part of the room block and they'll give them like a little goodie bag of stuff, and like sponsors from the convention can put stuff in there. I wanted to see if we could do like minis of the soap and give it to everyone. That would cost me a bunch, but Cheeky was kind of like willing to partner on that, so it wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't have to take the full hit for it. We could kind of split that. So I was like, maybe in the future. But fun fact, did you know that when hotels have hotel soap, they actually save the unused bar, because people don't use the whole bar usually. They use like just a little bit of the hand soap, and it's like they use 10% of it usually, right? They save it, they give it back to the company. The company comes and picks it up and they melt it down and re-purify it. They basically like strain it essentially, and they like melt it and they heat treat it and everything, and they sanitize it and then press it into new bars. They recycle it. Ew, but it is sanitized, so it's whatever. Anyway, yeah, hotel bar soap is usually like repressed. I know you're lying. I am not. It sounds gross, but they heat it. Guys, I'm gonna say something. If you think that's disgusting, you're a big baby. They melt it. It gets hot, okay? It's sanitized. There's nothing it can do to you. They treat it in a way where they remove the impurities, okay? They don't just melt it and that's it, all right? They remove the impurities. All right. And there you go. And then they press it back. They melt it down. They press it back into a bar. They remove it. But yeah, you don't want pubes that aren't yours in your damn soap. They remove those. They don't leave them in. If they did, your soap would look real different. Anyway, I'm sure some companies don't actually melt it down that well. I'm sure some of them don't, but the ones I know of do. Anyway, this is why you bring your own soap. You bring a bar. A what? A cheeky soap bar. Ooh. I actually have one that is specifically for travel in its own little bag. And I have a little tin that I keep it in. Actually, a little tin with the soap bag and the soap inside. And I bring it because I don't trust. And it's not that I don't trust the soap to be clean at the hotel, actually, even if I think it's like a gross idea that they recycle it. Like, it's fine, you know? But I don't trust that soap is gonna work well. It's so and like crumbly. It's weirdly crumbly and it's drying, and I don't like it. And they'll be like, oh, we partnered with whomever to give you the best soap. No, they didn't. They're lying. All right, they're lying. Unless it's the bougiest hotel ever, and even then the bar soap isn't usually good, only the liquid soap, and I don't really like liquid soap as much, so them all. Just bring bar soap. All right. I travel a bunch for work, and I travel with my Cheeky soap bar and bag. Hashtag ad. Honestly, before I was partnered with Cheeky, I brought other bar soaps. I did. I always bring my own everything. I'm very into skincare, so I would always have a bag filled with just all these different little decanted bottles of, you know, my bigger products and everything, just a billion little things. And I would always have like a chunk of bar soap in there, because bringing bar soap was easier than liquid soap because I wouldn't go over the limit of how much I could bring with me if I was flying, because I used to travel a lot for work. So that was always annoying. Being very into skincare, but also being like not allowed to bring a lot on the plane, you know? Like, it was just very, it it was the right decision to start going into bar soap to be able to travel with it. And I genuinely did not care about bar soap before that. I always used liquid. I just didn't really like get into it or anything. And then I started traveling and I was like, oh shit, I need more room for like my skincare products. What about a soap bar? And then I started finding companies that did like shampoo bars and things. I found ones that worked really well, and now I've been converted. And then after that, then at some point Cheeky came through and I was like, oh, wouldn't you know, I'm a recent convert in the past however many years to bar soap. I was like, wait, this is perfect.